Hey guys, it's OJ Halloween, and today we will be unboxing Nibbles the Clown. We bought this guy at Flagship, and we're super excited to unbox him. Here we can see the front of his box, Nibbles the Clown. The side, Nibbles the Clown. The back, we can see his story. And the last side with two angles, and it just talks about how he follows you with motion tracking. It's a pretty cool technology, and I love that Spirit is experimenting with that kind of stuff. Let's open up this box. So obviously, you guys are getting the first look. Open the box up. Alright, you can see some instructions here. This seems to be a new kind of instructions. It looks a little bit like a box picture, and they do mention that he has motion tracking technology, which is just awesome. Let's go set this guy up. So opening up the box, we can see his two shoes, his hat with bells, and his instructions like we saw earlier, his pants, his ruffle, his shirt, and here we have his mechanism with a few wires coming up. Here we have his control box, just a few options here. Here's his hip torso frame. This is a back form, just to give him a little more shape. Some leg foams. His two arms. All four of his poles. Two of which are bent. His hand for the arm that lifts. His hand and lollipop. I appreciate some of the details on here. His base with supports for the shoes. Just keeps them in place. And finally, his head. This is awesome. I love this guy's sculpt. This is definitely a really, really good head. No deformities at all. Really love this guy's design. And lastly, his adapter. Now, starting off, we're gonna set his base down. Just like so. Now, we're gonna put on his two first straight leg poles. Make sure you're aligning them on the old snap lock. Just like so. Now, we're gonna put on his two bent leg poles. And they snap lock on just like this. Again, make sure you're aligning your snap locks just like so. After you put those poles on, you'll slide his shoes on. These shoes look awesome. I love the color and the mold. And now we're gonna put on his leg foams. Now, you'll notice that they are cut here. This is for the bend. I will show you guys what I'm talking about. So as they bend here, you'll want to make sure that the hole is there, just to ensure that no foam is being obstructed. Just like so. You'll see that the bends are perfectly at the holes of the foam. After you put those leg foams on, you will slide the pants over them. The striped parts does go on his right leg from his perspective. Only gonna slide a little bit of the pants on just so it makes it easier to get it on. Slide the elastic over the plastic shoe. This just makes it a better fit, and it looks better overall. Just like so. So this part might be a little bit tricky since they are at totally different angles. We're gonna put on his hip piece to his two leg poles. Make sure we align these properly, or it could get really tricky to snap lock them both in. Since the two poles are on at different angles, it was a little tricky, and we had to put this on off camera. Now, you'll want to put the upper half with the shoulder form and the control box on, just like so. So now, after this, we're gonna put his shirt on. Now, it is not separated at the bottom, so we're just gonna drag this over his shoulder blister form. Just be careful when you're doing this because you don't want to tear any of the fabric. But this is how we're just gonna put it on. We're gonna leave it down for now. So now we're gonna attach his moving arm. You'll notice that he has a cotter pin to keep it in place. We are just going to remove that for now. So now the cotter pin is off. We're gonna put this off to the side to make sure it is safe. Now we're going to feed his arm through the sleeve. Just like so. Now we're going to attach this arm to the prongs here. And then we're gonna grab the cotter pin we just put down and put it on. Just like so. After that, we're just gonna put his other arm on. Just putting it through the prong connector here. Now, I'll fix his clothing so that it aligns with the head here. So looking on the back, you'll notice that there is a prong connector. That is for this part. It gives his back more of a shape. So just connect that up like that. I'm gonna personally put the top Velcro on just so it stays on. For the next step, you'll put the hands on. Starting with the right arm, just attach it like that, and then drag the elastic over and onto the hand, just so it looks as good as possible.
Now you want to put on the hand with the lollipop, a bite taken out of it, and you want to attach it here. Now pull the sleeve over. Has elastic on the sleeve, so it can be on there pretty nice.
And now for the most exciting part, we are going to put on his head. Let's just take the time to appreciate the details on here, like the black dripping goo is super creepy. We can also notice the camera in his nose. Anyways, let's put the head on. Gonna feed the wires through in here and snap lock his head on. Just like so. And now we will put his hat on. Eric here will show us how that's done. Just like so. And the next step is putting the ruffle on. There are 4 Velcros on his head for this. You will just attach them on like so. Just like so. You'll notice 3 wires coming from the head. Connect those 3 wires, the red wire to the red wire, this 4-wire multicolored wire to the one from the control box, and lastly, the wire from the servo to the same looking wire from the control box. For the last step, we will attach our adapter, set the mode, adjust our volume, and for this video, we will be using the coin switch activator, so we will be plugging in the jack from that to the step pad jack. Just like so. Now, I believe the middle switch position will make it step pad compatible. So you're done back here, Velcro clothing back together, just like so.
I see you! You can't escape my gaze, so why don't you come a little closer and let's play a game. If you win, you'll get a prize. If you lose, well, don't say I didn't warn you. I've been watching you for a while now. I hope you don't mind. I like the way you walk. I can't help but follow you around with my gaze. You have a certain bounce in your step that's just so enticing. Mind if I follow you around for a bit longer? Well, you've caught my eye. Don't worry, I'm just admiring your costume. Hey, you over there. Yeah, you. I'm giving out some candy. I thought this would be a great way to make some friends. So come a little closer and try to take some. What do you say? I'm harmless. Mostly. I see